All right, all right. Not all right. All right, all right, all right. All right, your boy. It's your boy, Nick, HOUTX Trader. What up, you guys? Hopefully, we got some people joining in on the live trading. All right, check this out. So this is just for training purposes only. This is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, please go see a financial advisor. Do me a favor and please like and subscribe down below. Help me grow this channel. I'm out here doing this for you guys, not charging no signals or subscriptions or courses, none of this. I'm just showing y'all the way that I trade and hopefully we get it on. So I have just entered a buy on Goldie right about there. So I put my stop loss right about there. So a rather large stop loss if you're looking at it like this, but it is what it is. 17 to 4 is, way more than I'd like. I'm not going to lie, but in the fib that we're working in, it is what it is. So we're down here. Our immediate TP is going to be this double top, but I'm hoping that this is the dip that needed to clear this and come all the way up to here. So, yeah, we have a rather large stop loss because we're playing a bigger fib right now. Maybe we can get a little snipier in a little bit here, but it's 139 pips stop loss, and our TP1 then would hopefully be right here at 239, TP2, 400, TP3, 600. So we have some upside, and yeah. So let's see. Let's delete all this. Let's delete this. You know where the entry is now. Let's delete this. So we did fib top to bottom, bottom to top. Excuse me, bottom to top right here. That gave us this little buy zone right here. Okay. Buy zone right there. All right. So now we understand where we're at. We can delete this fib now. Okay. So what did we look for this morning? So when we got on the charts last night, I explained that this is liquidity with these wicks, these wicks, these wicks, that the market is going to want to target this area, right? We know that that's going to get taken out. And on the same theory, on the same thinking, if we come back out a little bit, we see all of this area here. And we'll draw it with a trend line. But this top, and now this top is a huge magnet. That is a huge liquidity area that the market will want to take out. We just don't know when, okay? So when this was just a double top here, we knew that it wanted to take it out. And it came down, grabbed this liquidity, and pushed up, but it did not have enough steam, did not have enough orders to pierce it and to break it. So therefore, it rejected it, and the seller stepped back in. So in my opinion, what is the market doing now? The market is going to come down, get all of this liquidity, and hopefully that's it. Hopefully it's not getting any more because I'm in a trade. Hold these two bottoms, hold this area here, and then push back off. So that's why our fib zone is in this area, and hopefully it's going to come and push off. And come now, it'll hopefully have enough steam, have enough orders, whatnot, to come and break these highs. So if we come down to the 1 hour, we'll see that we are oversold here, and then continue to get oversold, but technically divergent. If you look at my blue cursor on the bottom, that second tip right here is lower. It's not as high. Therefore, it is divergent, and now is even more divergent because this candle here and the RSI is not as powerful. It's not as low as the previous one. So there's 3 touches on the hourly RSI. If you come to the 30-minute, you can see it a little better. 1, 2, third touch, and that's where we're at now. 15-minute, same dealio. So if we come down to the smaller time frames, let's reset the chart. Okay, so this morning I took an early entry. I took an entry right here at this 78 because I saw it, one, two, third touch. It wasn't divergent, but it was oversold, and it came down. It did not hit my stop loss because my stop loss is still below. So I know that in this early, before news, I allow my strategy, if you will, to bend a little bit. I don't want to say I'm breaking it because my overall fib is still at the bottom, but I'll allow this to move. And so I did not set a stop loss there. Again, I have it bigger. This is me trying to snipe an entry early before the market. So I did pop 2 entries right in here at the, let me see, like right in this zone, right in this area, right in here. That's the 78.6 of this little internal break. So I am in some drawdown. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm in drawdown, and then I just took my other entry right now is basically at my entry right now for my second position, which was right here. So that's my other entry. So if you look on a 1 hour time frame, it's not a bad entry. These two ones up here were, I was thinking that this was coming down and we had divergent, and at the time it was rejecting the 78.6, so I thought I was good to go on those early entries. And little did I know the market wanted to come down and give me a little bit more. So I wanted to come down and make sure it cleared this, and that's exactly what it did. And as you can see, the market is right here right now, which is testing these last sells, and hopefully that's it. I mean, if it does come down, I'm protected up until here. When it gets into here, I'll probably hit my stop loss there if it goes that deep. If it does go that deep, we'll have to recalibrate, because really the next area is here, and if we zoom back out, really the next fib is down here. Okay, so we would go to this fib, in which case we would do this fib down here. That would be our buy zone, 78.86. This is also the almost getting into the TPs for these downward pushes, and it clears out all of this liquidity here. So if you consider all of this liquidity, it would clear out all that. Let me mark this. Buy zone. This would then be liquidity, which it would be targeting. So we're hoping that it does not do that. We're hoping that it pushes now, because if we just kind of zoom back a little bit, what I would really like to see is this hold these lows right here, push up, take out all of this stuff, okay, come up here, find resistance in this area, and then have enough power to come all the way down and break these lows, in which case we'll buy, and then we'll set newer highs. That's what I would like to have. Let's delete some of this stuff. All right. This is why I like to tell you guys to pull out to the higher time zone, because now we can kind of see what the market is doing. And I mean, technically right now, this is just a one big fat consolidation. If you really look at it, right? This whole zone right there is just kind of bouncing back and forth, but there's so much money to be had and so much trades to be had if we can get inside of that zone and figure out the internal breaks and structures and where it's hunting liquidity. And like, we still keep in our mind that overall we'd like it to come down and clear all this out, way down, and pop back up and clear all this out. So that's what we're trying to do now. The market's coming down, hopefully clearing out this liquidity while it holds this area here as the support, holds this area and rejects it, and that's what we're playing. And if it doesn't, then it's all good. We'll reset and recalibrate. But really, we're hoping for this. And we're hoping the TP to be way up here. All right. So let's delete this fib. We already know where the fibs are. We can delete these arrows. And we can just sit here. And that's how I got into it. All right. Let's look at the 30-minute trend line I have drawn here. So touch, broke up. So that's obviously not the right trend line. So this trend line would then need to be modified to here, to giving us more confluence when it does break. But look, 1, 2, 3 touch on the oversold RSI. It's in our zone. It's at my entry. So I'm not in drawdown on my last position. So my very first position was like a full size, and then I entered in a little bit smaller of a position so I could keep that as a runner. I don't have to close partials. I can just set 2 different TPs. As I went into drawdown, I popped another full size position. Now I say full size if all of this hit stop loss, let me see how much percentage I'd be down. So there's a little more than 0.5%. With those two together, that would be a little less than 1%. So about 1.5%, a little less than 1.5%. So if this whole thing just smashes through and I get screwed, hey, it is what it is, down 0.5%. If it doesn't, on the other hand, you're up a lot of percentages. Let me just move my TPs and we'll see. My first TP1 on the larger is, that basically makes up the whole thing. If that one hits TP, that's the 1.5%. Then you still have the other two positions on the bottom side of that. So with that, and then we'll leave this runner way, way, way up top. We'll leave that runner to TP way up there. So my runner, I have TPing. Again, it's not a true runner, but I have it TPing up here in this wick. Actually, right here at the top of this. All right, and then my other TPs are right here at the top of that wick, because I want to see this area get broken. I don't know how far it's going to get break, but I want to see that area right there get broken, that top of that liquidity get broken. So that'll be my TP. So my two full positions are TPing right here at the top. My runner is going to TP up here. I take that back. Let me TP this one at the top. All right, I'm going to do TP1, TP2, and TP3. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so my first entry, I'm going to TP1 right here. All right. My lower entry, my best entry, which is now, I'm going to TP that right here, just below the wicks. Or actually, let's just move it to like in this area right here. Clear these wicks, but hold that. So let me move it. There. And then my runner, which is the smallest position, is way up top. Let's say right here. So there's my TP 1, 2, and 3 right there. Let me get the OBS studio up so I can see if you guys are asking any comments. What up? What up? What up, T? What up, Zara? Good morning. DC, morning. Just so you know, it doesn't show the window when you're on Carbon. Yeah, I'm not showing my Carbon. I try not to show Carbon or chart okay. So I'm weird about this. I don't really want to show you guys profits or anything. I want to show you pips. I want to show you trades, right? I don't want to be one of these guys out there who look at me. I made this much money on this trade, blah, blah, blah. I think it's kind of a little ingenuous. I'm not, it doesn't matter, dude, because in this game, everyone teaches you have to separate yourself from the money. The money can't matter. You cannot have you can't have the same understanding of money that you had in the past, because then you'll be too emotionally tied up. So for me, it doesn't matter if I'm winning $5, if I'm winning $50,000. I want to show the trade. I want to show the thinking. I want to show the pips. I want to show the entry, and the percentages, right? This is my stop loss. It's a certain percentage, not money. I don't want to see money. I don't want to display money. I don't want to show y'all what I'm banging, right? So I'm more of a pip person. Let me show you the trade. My stop loss is always at 10%. For Colin Duffy, thank you for the question, buddy. I draw my fibs top to bottom, and this is the main fib that I'm working. So this is my buy zone, 786, 886. That's my zone. And then as this fib gets larger or smaller, you'll notice that my stop loss, which is this red 1.1 here, it changes. So I always use 10% of the overall move. So if the move is from here to there, this stop loss right there is just 10% of that overall move. And that just gives me like gives me a buffer, and just gives me a steady, I don't want to say how many pips, like, oh, with gold I only stop loss 50 pips, because then you'll see, perhaps you're losing trades. So I use the 10% rule, and it's always dependent. So that also leads me into this question. If you really get good and you say, okay, well, let's look for internal break of structure. Maybe we'll go to the 3 minute, and let's just say, I'm gonna make a scenario here. What if this breaks up, comes back down, and then does this, right? So then what? So if you didn't catch this entry and you want to be super patient, which is by all means the best way to be, not normally me, you would fib this move, this internal break of structure, and then your entry would be in this 78.6 zone. Your stop loss would be right there. Right. So once you're confident that it's broke internal structure and it's starting to buy back up, you can fib these little internal moves and get away with a much smaller stop loss. And perhaps once this does that, I'll move my stop loss up to here and not risk near as much. And my R to R would be way better, obviously. For sure, you can change your trades to show profit percentage only what you stream, but I understand. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I don't give a shit about showing either one of them personally. I'll show you the trades on here, and I'll show you how I got the trades and where we took the trades and whatnot. But then that's it. We only need to flex pips, show trades, shows ideas. That's the whole point. Again, those guys who drive Lambos, I mean, let's be honest. Those guys who are driving Lambos and buying those cars, those guys own prop firms. Those guys own the brokers. Those guys are getting other money. They're not buying Lambos because they're such badass traders. I mean, perhaps. Okay, I'm just saying, in my opinion, those guys probably own, prop firms and brokers and whatnot, and charging clients $100 a month for signals and whatnot. If they're that badass, they don't need to be charging $100 a month for signals, and that's why I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to show you what I do. I'm just a guy who trades, and I've learned over the years, and I've had different mentors, and hopefully you guys can just learn a little something from me, and that's it. I'm not charging nothing, If you guys watch YouTube and subscribe to YouTube and like the videos, then YouTube will pay me on the side. And then I take that money, write that off as a business expense for income, and then I can start writing all this other shit off and blah, blah. You see how I'm saying? So I'm doing the YouTube thing so I can get the income, so on paper, I can show that I have another business and I can write other stuff off. So there you go. Let's look at this. So we can check on Goldie. I mean, we can check on NAS real quick, but I'm pretty sure, NAS is still in no man's land. It hasn't done anything today. And Dirty 30 is still in no man's land as well. So what we're waiting for in Dirty 30 is for this to break down. As you can see, the arrows. I thought maybe it'd come up and retest this and then break down, but really the best trade is this area here. On this two different fibs at one time, we have the big fib from bottom to top. Excuse me here. We have this fib from this bottom to this top, and you can see that the 61.8 lies right in there and the 78.6 right there. And if we do the other fib from this bottom to this top, these are starting to overlap. These are starting to get in this area right here. As you know, I say that the US30 likes the 88.6. Well, look, the 88.6 is sitting right next to the 61.8 on the bigger fib. The 61.8 is like the most powerful fib. I just don't think it's going to get all the way down to here after this strong movement up. So I'm banking on a shallower retest to this area here where these fibs, to this area here where these fibs overline each other. So I'm actually looking for an entry. So I'll wait. I'll be patient. This is why I say someone the other day says, I want to trade every day. It's like, okay, yeah, you can trade every day, but you got to find the pair. You got to find the pair that's in the position. And so right now, US30 is not in position. So we got to wait. No big deal. We wait a day. And in the meantime, we go trade gold. All right? And if tomorrow we show up, it's not in position, then we'll look at NAS. And we'll look at gold. Out of the three, hopefully one of them will be in position. I don't know what's taking Goldie so long to pop here. Zara, it's always the stop loss is always the same, man. Draw the fib top to bottom. It's always the same, bro. It's always the same. It's always the same. I'm not in the position yet, obviously. But draw the fib top to bottom. It's 10%. It's right there. It's always the same. So look, guys, when I do this and I show you guys, I want to show you guys strategy. I want to show you the fibs. I want to show you that. But you got to determine where your stop loss is. And you got to determine where your TP is. And for your account, you got to determine what your lot size is and all these things, right? I'm showing you guys how to put in the fibs and how to build it and how to look for confirmations. The same thing on the NASDAQ. If you go from bottom to top, right here, right, bottom to top, that 50% fib, which is a powerful fib, is right in the middle of our buy zone, which is our 78, 88.6. So in this zone, I'm going to be looking to take buys. We're waiting on the RSI. We're waiting for the price to get down here and give us a signal, give us a reason to enter. And at the same time, this fib, top to bottom, there's going to be our stop loss, 10%. What the actual number is, I don't know. You know, it's just, we'll have to do 10%, 10%. So here we go. Let's look at this, man. What's going on here with this? So usually on gold, and the market hasn't opened yet, but on gold, I like to see on the 3-minute time frame a 3 push on the lower RSI. And so here's our first bottom. It pushed up. Looks like this is a second bottom. Look for a little push up. Third bottom, and then go. All right, and this is on a small time frame. All of our other check marks have been checked. So if you look down here, there, it'll go break it again here, touch the bottom of the purple zone, and then go. So maybe perhaps we're still a little early. We haven't had the third touch, but it's making the second touch now. Hopefully this is going to retrace now and give us the, I mean, I hope it just goes. I hope this thing just fucking goes to the moon from here. But we're still early, and the volume appears to be a little on the bottom side. Not that great right now. But this is how we trade. This is what we do. Everything else lines up, though, guys. Everything else lines up. Our 1 hour is oversold and divergent, so that's really good for us. Let's delete this. All right, oversold, and well, it was divergent, and it's almost like triple bottoming on the RSI right now. But it was divergent on this candle here, and it's still selling off. So we're still okay. We're still in our buy zone. We're still into our lower area that we're wanting it to hold. Perhaps it's dipping right below this, which is good. It's okay. We're not freaking out. And again, we're properly leveraged. We know where our stop loss is. It's okay. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. Third touch on the oversold. The 15-minute. Let's look at the 3. And look, it's getting lower, so we're getting divergent. So this is good. This is okay. Again, I'd rather it just take off and be gone, but it is being divergent here. There it is. There's 1, 2. So that's basically it for today. I'm gonna sit here and leave the live on, but on the NASDAQ, we come back out. So this is also the beautiful thing about trading, guys, is I'm already in my trade. It is 7:55 a.m. my time. I'm about to just walk away because NASDAQ is not in my area. 30 is not in my area, and I don't think it's going to get there today. Maybe it will. Maybe at 8:30. I guess potentially I could put a sell limit in, or excuse me, a buy limit in at that 88.6 and set everything up in case it hits while I'm gone. But I don't like doing that because if this thing just gives me a nasty candle, then it just might blow right through it. So I kind of like to take these entries, especially on these bigger pairs that move a lot manually. I'm already in here. I already have my stop loss and my TP set. There's literally nothing for me to do. I just jumped on this morning because I want to stay consistent in my YouTube, so you guys have like a consistent base you can rely on to call me every morning. But I'm done. I mean, this is part of it. Close your computer, walk away. I'm in my entry. I'm in my trades. And hopefully this is going to hold here. My job is done. I identified the RSI as being oversold. It's in my zone. I have my fibs drawn. On the 3-minute, it's getting divergent. So, I mean, I'm in a little bit of drawdown. I mean, I'm obviously in drawdown from the first 2 positions, but I need to make sure my stop losses are correct. It's something that I did not do when I first entered. So these stop losses need to be a bit lower. So I have them stacked right there. So obviously now that I've lowered them, my percentage has gone up. And I'm risking, so that's like 1%, almost 2%, a little less, like 1.75%. So a little more than I would like to have risked, but that's because I took those first 2 entries Um, so yeah, and I'm just kind of curious now that I look on this chart, and this is a 2 hour. I don't want to do 2 hour. I'm trying to see if I can find some Elliott wave action in here and see if we can figure out where this TP is going to come around, where this is going to turn. Because that one blew through. We definitely don't want to see the 61.8 because that is like right at fucking stop loss. It's getting too close. And by then it would be super oversold. But look, that 61.8 is right there on the double bottom right here. So my stop losses are not, they're below that double bottom, obviously. They're below this double bottom. I can hear my daughter, my wife going bananas out there. I don't know what they're doing. My stop loss is below this. So if it wants to double bottom here, I'm still safe. And unfortunately, look at this fucking momentum, guys. Jesus. What is it doing? Let's look at the 3 minute because this is where we need to see the third touch of the divergent. So, one, this second leg needs to go ahead and retrace. This needs to come up. It's all good though. No panic, no stress. If we lose it, we lose it. Fuck it, whatever. We'll go back onto the OBS to see if you guys are asking questions. Please, bro, have a good day. Yeah, T, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is the fun. This is the fun of trading here. This is why they say it's boring. But we've done everything. We've done everything we can do. So we're just waiting now. We're waiting for it to pop off and put us in profit, and then we can take a shot of it and post it on the deal. Hopefully, guys, hopefully the people aren't sitting around waiting for me to post trades to take them. Hopefully they learning how to fish for themselves. But while we're sitting here and we're bullshitting, we're waiting for this to come up. Let's look at this right here. Ding, ding. Let's go to the Bored Apes. What's up with the Bored Apes? You guys need to join in the Bored Apes Solana Club. You guys can go buy NFT. It gives you access to this Discord server once you get verified, and you have all this cool stuff. In this Bored Apes, we do have a trading section. We have this TTI Academy, Chart Admis, Try Options, and we come here and we talk about stuff. You also have like different levels of holders and whatnot. General chat, marketplace for buying and selling NFTs, version 1 holders. You have the alphas, whatever. You can come through here and it does give you access. If you know that I like to trade on funded accounts, I'm not trading a fund account this morning. I'm trading my own real account. And this is the fund account. The funded company, My Flash Funding, has their own Discord. And you can come in here and chat it up. The admins and the owners and whatnot are always on here. There's a payout section where they post all the payouts. There's a payout section where you can post your payouts if you get it, and all these guys are showing all their money. They pay out every 2 weeks. All right, there it is. And yeah, there's always a thing. There's a thing in here called discounts right here. So you'll see what their current promotion is. So right now they're giving 22.5% off. And then for 10K and 25 accounts, they're giving 35% off until the end of February. So I think last month it was like 50. Yeah, right here. Last month they were doing a 50% off of the 10K accounts because it was like Christmas, January time. But anyways, if you do My Flash Funding, you can come in here and then you have a whole nother stream of people who are trading and chatting and getting it on. So let's just look at the 1 minute. 1, 2, second touch. Now this is divergent. This is giving me all the confidence in the world that this is the bottom. Like, if you guys haven't popped the entry already, maybe now's the time to do so. 215, 215. Unfortunately, my stop loss is still quite low at 2004, I think. But it is what it is. This should be the area that we see a turnaround. We come back out to the 1 hour. And we see that we have this area here, this wick, that I'd like to see get taken out. At least that get taken out. And I'm not sure if, I mean, it could take this out. I don't know if it would have enough power to smash everything through, because look at this long sell. But there is a lot of, people call that fair value gap. There is a gigantic leftover fair value gap right there. So, if this pulls back, maybe it doesn't breaks all this liquidity at the top, but at least get into this, which will give us time to protect these bottoms, give us a TP1, and that right there will be more than a 1% trade, and we could book that, and that's still a nice profit. So the 1 hour, you see we're double tapping, the triple tapping, the oversold in the RSI. I mean, this is it. It's in our zone. It's in the bottom. It's in the area. It's being divergent on smaller time frames. I've already said it a million times. This is the entry. It's right here, right now. 8:30. My time's 8:30. It's 8:03 now, so we're 30 minutes away from market open. I'm hoping market opens and this thing fucking rocket ships out of here. We have a reason for it to come up. We have that gigantic fair value gap. We have liquidity up top. We're just waiting for this damn turnaround. I mean, even if you look way back here, it's still technically divergent, right? Low, the price is getting lower as the strength is getting weaker. So we can just fucking undo that trend line. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off because I can hear my kid going bananas in the background. That's the entry for today. Hope you guys learned a little bit something. If you guys are, please like and subscribe. I wish I had the diamond. Get in. I don't know why. There's like a little emoji thing right in the fucking way, so I can't see everything, you guys. I wish I had the diamond grills to get in. Oh, on the Bored Apes, the diamond grills. Yeah. Those diamond apes, those diamond grills are sick. This is what he's talking about. If you go over here to the Bored Apes, and you come over here, maybe there's one on the marketplace. I can't remember exactly. Like, if you guys have diamond grills, maybe you have you have some sort of extra access. I can't remember. But that's a sick ass one right there. That's pretty cool looking. Let's see if we can see. There's a diamond grill right there. These are the diamond grills. Oh, that's the ice out grill, right? Anyways, you get the point. I own a couple of these. I was a OG. I bought the very first ever, the release and minted the Bored Apes. And actually, this is one of my old apes. I sold this one the other day. I guess this guy picked it up off me. I was going to start collecting all the Evil Knievel ones, but I wanted the one that had the hat and the shirt, and the dude wasn't coming off of it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get rid of it, and I'll start looking at other stuff. So I've got a couple of them. Again, I OG minted. And then at the same time, I'm pretty sure that the same guy who owns the Bored Apes also owns the armadillos, the angry armadillos. And so they have their own Discord. Here's Dak. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. So there's my homeboy, Dak. You all are aware that it's in full control of the dillos. I personally have not had the time to devote to the energy. So, yeah, that's why the floor prices on the armadillos are pretty low, because he's not really putting a lot of time into it, but he tells you up front. Like, you know what I'm saying? The owner of the dillos derugged them because it was a rug, and he's telling you up front. But that's my boy Dak. Him and I are buddies. We're friends, and we do this trading thing. So there's a dillos. I've got some pugs. I got some other ones, but I'm not super. I don't go crazy on the NFTs right now. Come on, baby. Here's our push right here. Come on, let's do it right here. 1, 2. Divergent. This is it. That's it right there. That's going to be it, hopefully. Now let's just see where it bottomed out at. Right at the 88.6, but also just barely cleared those wicks. So let's just delete this real quick. If we draw a horizontal line and break out our magnet, so it's perfect, it's just below. So it's closed, it swept this area for anyone who might have been buying there. Took out all this liquidity, swept that, and it's holding this now. So I'm hoping that, we're playing that it holds this area right there. That is our goal. And it looks like hopefully it'll do it. We're oversold on the RSI, as we said a million times. Bingo, divergent. Okay, I had a gold grills for the chart addicts. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you had a gold grill, you got free chart addicts. I got kicked out of chart addicts. Roy kicked me out. I I made this is a true story. I made a YouTube channel, as you guys are watching now, not advertising not advertising my own Discord, not advertising signals, not trying to compete with their Discord in any way, shape, or form. All I said was, hey, I'm gonna do some live trading, I'm gonna do some market overviews and look at and show people my strategy that I've learned over the years from my different mentors. That's it. Just, hey, I'm starting and they kicked me out of ChartX because I was, I guess, being competition, whatever, and because I was direct messaging people in ChartX. But check this out: every person that I direct message was someone that I had already had conversations with before. So I just went through my messages and messaged those people. I did not go through and message all their members randomly that I've never talked to. I did not do that. So if they want to get butt hurt because I messaged their people, then fuck them, whatever. But to be honest, that's like an introductory level kind of training. That's not like once you learn what you're doing, you don't need that shit anymore. Because honestly, what I'm showing you guys in the fibs and the Elliott waves in the zones and the RSI, that shit's way tighter than what they're showing you over there. The stupid break zone, break this, break that zone. It makes no fucking sense and it's horrible, and you get bad entries. So that's garbage. You can tell them I said that. This shit's way tighter because the fucking market follows the fibs. So once you get comfortable with the fibs and comfortable layering them, stacking them over each other, and then you get comfortable looking at the RSI and looking at where liquidity is. Once you know how to build the fibs, and once you know where fucking liquidity is, you have an idea where the market goes. You throw in the patience that you need and stack it on top of the RSI to give you a confluence. Then you take the fucking trade, you snipe shit, and you smash the markets like we've been doing fucking live right here. And I don't charge a fucking penny for it. Yeah, passive income my ass. Messing with their passive income. That's the thing. Those fools need that passive income because if he was a fucking baller ass trader, then they'd be millionaires right now. He wouldn't need y'all's fucking money, y'all's $100 a month, and y'all's fucking this and that, right? That's why I'm not fucking charging nothing, bro. I'm just sitting here trading and letting you guys see some extra sauce. Maybe I'm showing y'all one other thing that you never thought about. Maybe y'all are gonna learn one thing and you put that into your strategy, and then that fucking unlocks the heavens for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. Again, I'm trying to make a YouTube channel, and if I have enough people, YouTube will pay me. I don't need y'all's money. I just want to be I just want to be a nice, friendly trader that's trusted, and not. I don't want people to think that I'm a fucking scam artist and I'm selling these whack ass courses and all that shit. I don't want that fucking on my name. I'm just out here doing this, right? So that's my soapbox right there. And there it is. Let's go. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go help my wife with the baby. It's early in the morning, get her ready for school, whatnot. But it's there's the entry. There's the 1-2. Maybe it's going to give us a third touch on this RSI on the divergence. So don't be surprised if it goes a bit lower, because it usually does a 3-year, and the market hasn't opened yet, right? So there's your first touch. There's your second touch. It come up. Perhaps it's going to make this little third touch and then pop off. And which is, we're cool with that because there's 1-2. So if you look on the RSI on the bottom, let's see if it'll come right to this area here and then pop. Right. So again, we're not stressed out. It is what it is. We're in. We got our stop loss set. We got our TP set, and we're gonna fucking do it. When this trade's done, I'll post it regardless, win or lose. Fuck, you know what I mean? Y'all have a good day. I really do appreciate y'all coming by. I really do appreciate y'all liking and subscribing and spreading the word. And if y'all are in a group, like another trading group, and y'all have some friends in that group, be like, yo, check this dude out. Like his shit. Help him out. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all stopping by for real. And one more time, thank you very much, Colin T, Zara, and DC, all the guys who stopped in. All right, y'all have a good one.